Looks like we're heading toward the center of the base.
That egghead sure loves mechanical things, doesn't he? I'll bet he has 1 or 2 spaceships lying around here somewhere.
The door is locked. We need a key to get in there.
No problem. We can find it. Right, Knuckles?
What? Why do I have to find the key?
We're counting on you, buddy. The world's greatest treasure hunter.
Stage 12, Death Chamber! Salutations everybody, Vic Monado here, welcome back to more Sonic Adventure 2 Battle! And today we're going to be doing some treasure hunting from the very beginning. I'm gonna, I think, break this first because I think it's mandatory. Upgrade! Hooray! Hammer gloves. Increase your punch attack power. Now break iron containers with just a punch. Hoorays! We got ironing kind of board looking things on our hands. They look kind of weird, but the blur effect they create is just so cool. I don't really notice the increased power, to be honest, because everything gets destroyed by Knuckles in one hit anyway. I don't think there was an enemy that took more than one hit to kill to begin with, so the whole attack power thing I don't really feel. Oh yeah, there's rapping in this level too, but I don't remember it as much, so boo. It's nothing like Wild Canyon or Pumpkin Hill. As you can see, they're getting more and more subtle with the lyrics now, so you can't really hear. But yeah, I can't believe Knuckles even bothered to tag along when he's like, what? Why do I have to do something? You know, it's as if he came, but he didn't even plan on helping at all. And it's like he was putting aside his whole Master Emerald quest just for a moment, but then decided not to do anything. I don't actually get Knuckles' motives at the moment. Like, why he would help them when he doesn't actually want to join, I don't know. But speaking of which, I'm going to lead this into one of the second reasons as to why I like the pyramid setting so much. Because this is the one part within the hero story where all 3 characters are kind of working together towards a goal. Like, you know, and they're kind of... they're working with their own strengths, you know, they're doing it separately. Not simultaneously and very poorly like in Sonic Heroes. I mean, that's just one thing amongst other properties of that game that they just got wrong. There are other issues too, but I don't want to rant too much about that game because, well, this is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, a good Sonic game! Or at least by my standards, a very good Sonic game. And I don't think that's just based on nostalgia. So, anyway, Death Chamber here. The very observant amongst you may realise that this is pretty much a redo of Egg Quarters that we did as Rouge the Bat. In fact, it's the most identical kind of clone mission actually out of them all, but you can't have to expect that with Treasure Hunter stages. I mean, at least they haven't done that for other Treasure Hunter stages, like made you play the same one. But yeah, for Egg Quarters they kind of wanted to use it twice because they were so proud of the environment. And why shouldn't they be? Because the pyramid, like I said, is an awesome place. I like Egypt. I always liked Egypt when I was a kid. Oh dear, yeah, that fire enemy, he barely appears anywhere else either. I don't really notice much of a difference between him and the other one though, because they both still die in one hit. And you know, there's no burn status effect or anything like that. So your guess is as good as mine. Oh, another thing I didn't mention actually that I wanted to... oh, wait, whoa, so it's in the green section. Okay. Oh. I like how he tells me that after I get hit. Ugh. Yeah, I need to shut up. Right, okay, so it's definitely in the green section. Break all these. Oh, there was nothing under that. Huh, wonder why that was there. So, okay, just gonna scout this room out. I'm getting deja vu from like when I was, you know, that Rouge one where I had to fast forward it. I have a little secret bit down here. And by secret, it's not very secret, but... we have bouncing ghosts. These ghosts are bouncers. And that they'll bounce you out of the... oh, where'd it go? Huh. Now you see it, now you don't. Nice little bats. They don't harm you, but, you know, nice little effect. I appreciate that in presentation. Right, we're back here, so I guess it's in this area somewhere. Maybe for this door. Right, oh, no, I passed it. Okay. One great difference that I have to say between this one and Rouge's one, though, is you don't have those kind of those scout robots going around, you know, that zap anything that comes in. And I don't know why Eggman would remove them, because, you know, Knuckles is a more, you know, like, now that he knows that they're on the way, why not deploy those robots? Because they immediately hit you if they find you. It made it kind of like a secret agent kind of mission. But then again, I think that's what they were going for with Rouge, was to make her more like a secret agent, and Knuckles is just you know, awesome. You know, because he is awesome with all his rap music that he listens to. Just imagine him for like an iPod advert or something with the head. Oh, well, we're very close. Let's find the keys. Not the keys as in the bats, because for some reason they call that the bats keys in Zelda. It's up here somewhere. And there we go. How narcissistic would you have to be to like make your face the key and the door? You know, he basically graffitis his face everywhere. Eggman. Spoiling so many like priceless artifacts. Then again, you know, I kind of question the authenticity of this pyramid when something happens to it later on, so. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I tend to do that with Sonic games. I guess it's because I've got to go fast, you know, I said that last time, but... Oh, it's a mini-boss ghost! You hit him once and... What?! Why you killed me?! Oh, I had 0 rings?! No! Oh well, it's okay, you don't lose a key anyways, but still... The key strategy in this game though, for Knuckles' stage at least, is to go into this middle hub area and basically scout around all the kind of different areas, because you can link to blue, green and red from this bit, and then when it turns green, that means it's in that section. It's a foolproof way, or at least it was foolproof, but it's not telling you no matter which section I go to. Let's just try blue. Usually, yeah, I scout around in the middle and then it will flash green on one of them, and then I know which section for sure the key's in. I like to think that's a shortcut, at least. As you can see, there's more Gamma here, and I think this is the last time we'll see Gamma in this game. Oh dear. Just walking into these enemies. Blue fire. Wow. You know, put that in a bottle and sell it for 200 rupees. I think that's how much they sold for. In the shops at least. I don't think you could sell them for that much, but... Oh. Man, that had a skunk inside them. That robot must have smelled bad. I wonder if the animals are actually the pilots for these. Like, they're actually controlling Gamma. Maybe that's why, I don't know if you know the storyline for Sonic Adventure, I'm just going to kind of slightly spoil it, but Gamma has a nice personality in that game because you play as him. Maybe it's because he had an animal inside him, so he was naturally nice because of that. He had birds in him. Basically, oh wow, there was one inside. I just guessed there. That was lucky. Basically, the story of Gamma and Sonic DX is pretty much Android 16 from Dragon Ball Z. If you don't know what Android 16 is, or what Dragon Ball Z is, woo, I disown you as a person, as a human being. Right, so we hit the switch, and more bats in an Arkham City. We can glide like Batman as well. We are the Batman. We are the Batman on rapping music. Although we can do something better than Batman. We can glide into enemies to kill them. He has to dive kick them or some crap like that. We just tank everything in one hit, but we do fight with our fists, much like him. Oh yeah, I have to mention something that's not so efficient about this, but I'm starting to guess that maybe because I've went to the blue and the red area now, the last piece is likely in the green one. And you may be thinking, hey, wait a second, you were at the green area to begin with, you know, why didn't it flash twice when you got the first one in the green area? Because there was one already there. Well, this game doesn't actually sense the keys in the order, like, depending on how close they are to you. It senses them in a fixed order, so basically they could have 2 in green and 1 in red, and it would just have me go back and forth between the 2 instead of logically making me get all the ones in the green area first. So, I don't know about if people do speedrun this, but people speedrun this game must have a nightmare of treasure hunting stages just because of how random bipolar the stages can be. In this stage, I kind of perform usually just kind of averagely as far as knuckle stages go, but right now I'm kind of having trouble here. Because my strategy of going to the middle and finding them wasn't working, so not so good. Oh yeah, I was right. I was right. Okay, it's in that room somewhere then. Need to go back. Pounce. This level is taking ages though. I'm thinking that's most of the footage I'm getting in this entire series. If you were to narrow down everything I've recorded so far for the series, I think it'd be like 25% cutscenes, 50% treasure hunting stages, and then 25% everything else. That's what it seems to be doing these days, and I apologize for this because I have to admit, it must be getting repetitive watching me just explore the same areas. Oh wait, but your suffering will not last much longer, for we are now gonna... It wasn't in the ghost, huh? I guess it must be in this wall or something. Just Oh, pick up the gorilla. So your suffering will be no more soon, because we're just gonna dig and find it. Oh, wait, it's inside the chow box. Nah, it's in the ground, it's in the ground. It's never in the chow box, don't worry.
I found him.
I'm not gonna say a C. I'm not gonna bother getting my hopes up, because that'll just result in another Oh! Wow, really? Dang it.
Huh? Who's there? What the... A ghost?
King Boom Boom, the king of the ghosts! This is one of my least favorite bosses in the entire games. Entire game, not plural. And if I just be quiet for a second, you'll see why. He doesn't shut up! Basically, every time you go around the corner, he goes brr, brr. But the trick is to basically to hit the hourglass behind him that Ghost is carrying, and then attack his shadow, kind of like a ghost from Luigi's Mansion, I guess. And then you just punch him, that's it, that's the strategy. I don't think you can hit him more than once during a cycle though. I'm trying, you know, I'm running super fast, but I can't catch up with him. Then time runs out, he gets big again. I get bigger sometimes. I better stop. But yeah, you have to basically try and get behind him. And he will just continuously turn around and go brr, brr. Now, it wasn't, you know, as a testament to how cowardly I am, this boss used to freak me out as a kid. And it wasn't as bad as Redead's for me, but it was still up there. I didn't like fighting this boss one bit. And it's not based on his appearance. I mean, he's got kind of a cute fish mouth going on for him, you know. With blue lips, you know, he looks basically like, I don't know, something from Dragon Ball Z, I don't know. But I don't know why I said Dragon Ball Z, but something, he doesn't look threatening. It's the sound he makes. It sounds really horrifying to hear that. It's actually the worst sound effect ever. Like, when I hear that sound, I naturally feel a dread, and I just shrivel. Oh, maybe we can do the thing with the Bowser thing in Mario Galaxy. That's weird. You can actually make him fake out. But yeah, I like the shoop the whoop mouth actually. Sorry, it wasn't a fish mouth as much as a shoop the whoop mouth. It's annoying, and I'm wearing headphones right now, so it's just like booming into my ears. That's why he's called Boom Boo. He's like a boombox of just really annoying noises. Oh god, it actually hit me. Oh, cackle all you want. Yeah. He's got like a witch laugh as well. It's kind of weird. It's just this noise. I can't stress how much I hate it, but well, whatever. I also kind of like how one of the things I kind of like about this boss though is how, you know, when he first appeared, the text for the boss's name was in a weird kind of green Ghostbusters kind of writing. That's kind of cool. You know, I like touches like that. Make it more unique. See how long this can take? Just because it kind of relies on what kind of attack he's using. Your only time to get behind him is when he does that fire breath. But my strategy is just to continuously run around. I guess you could always just wait till they makes the right sound for that kind of fire breath, but to be honest, I tried to switch my ears off during this fight, pretty much. Oh, and you know how I said in the last video, this video is going to be a bit, you know, like I had a lot to do in this one? It's because we have a kind of a montage of boss battles coming up. Kind of like, my old Chinese accent's coming out. Kind of like a Rocky film in a way, I guess you could say. This is the first of 3. I'm not going to say what it is, but what they're going to be, but get excited and hyped, because there'll be plenty of gameplay and less cutscenes. Actually, that's probably bad because you have to suffer through more. VicMonado, because you don't watch this video for the commentary. I don't know. It's weird because you can actually kind of see what he used to be on the walls. I didn't actually notice that till now. He used to be kind of a giant whale, it seems, or dolphin looking thing. And I wonder if you even get whales in Egypt. You probably don't. Oh! Like, one day, like, somebody's just gonna, like, have that as their ringtone on their phone or, like, their message alert next to me on the train, and I'm just gonna automatically punch them. Just because I hate that noise. I don't know why you would have this as your sound effect, to be honest, though. You'd have to be only targeting me for that, because I don't think anyone else would hate that noise. It's a lovable noise, I'm sure, for most people. Just drill your... Let's finish him off once and for all. Right, this is it. Lights out! You didn't stand a ghost of a chance! And I'm being quite serious there, because he actually isn't tough to fight, per se. I kind of played the alternate Knuckles voice for this scene in my profile.
That was pretty rough.
We did it! Let's go, Amy! Yeah!
You little thieves! Did you really think you could get out of here alive?
Come and get some, Eggman!
Sonic!
Just leave it to me!
Egg. Golem. The Golem. I did actually read the subtext before. Welcome to one of my least favourite bosses in the game as a child, at least. I don't know about it now because I might have gotten better since those days, but basically wasn't fun because of the platforms on his back. You basically work your way up him like stairs and then hit his head. Quite simple weakness, and it's a very obvious weakness, but yeah, one of two bosses I despise because of the controls. I already stated before that Sonic in this game, he kind of has a mind of his own. And you better go down for this. Here we go. Yeah, Sonic in this game kind of has a mind of his own. Like when you press the A button to jump, sometimes he'll automatically do the homing like that. He'll automatically do the homing attack. Yeah, I didn't press the A button twice. He should only press it. You know, he should only do the homing attack once you press it twice. But sometimes it doesn't do that. So you find yourself like that, just boosting off the platform. I don't think it's my controller because I have changed controllers over the years, and I'm controller's fault. It's probably, you know, it's obviously in the game. It's not my problem. Well, it's my problem, but it's not my fault. See, stop. See, Sonic has a mind of his own. Luckily, I figured out that if you repeatedly tap A, you know, you can get out of this quicksand. So you won't actually lose to this guy. It just depends on, you know, like how bored you get trying to get up those stupid stairs. And this would all be remedied if he didn't automatically homing attack and have a mind of his own. You know, when I first fought this guy, I originally thought that you couldn't get out of the quicksand, so I basically always died because of that stupid homing attack volley. All of his attacks are generally slow, and also because he lowers this plane, you know, you can't actually get hit by some of his attacks anyway. And, you know, at first I thought that was a hazard. I thought he was actually going to slowly destroy the stage so you had a time limit to beat him, but not quite. Thankfully, I guess. He's got a lot of life though out of most bosses in this game. I think him and one other boss has this amount of life. He takes quite a lot of punishment. Once you get up these top few ones, you can basically homing attack these, so no problem after that. So it's only the first few platforms that are the problem, not the end. He'll also use, now he's in boss mode, so he'll use a headbutt attack, which is actually slower than his other attacks, so it makes him more— Aye! Unless the controls decide to just screw me over. It's just— doesn't like me, does it? Oh man, that's even working. Not even working there. Golem, Egg Golem isn't exactly what I expected him to look like for being a golem. You see, when I was, I think, 10 or 9 playing this game, my picture of a golem was a lot like, you know, the golem from Pokemon. You know, I thought, well, this is a golem. So when I found that this was actually what a golem's meant to look like, I was kind of disappointed by Golem and Pokemon's design. You know, I went back and forth. First I was like, hey, this isn't what a Golem looks like. And now when I look at Pokemon's Golem, I think, wow, that's not what a Golem should look like. But they've kind of remedied that because Generation 4 has this kind of Golem Pokemon that's a ghost. And it looks like a Golem, so that's enough about Golems. Well, Golems actually are... I'm going to talk about more about Golems. Let's talk about more about Golems because I've got nothing much else to say at the moment about this repetitive boss battle. Eggman's taking control of this kind of ancient kind of rock monster thing, because in the past Golems were said to be kind of like guardians of villages, you know, stone kind of giants that were just kind of there to guard and watch over a village. Well, I believe it's in the Jewish religion or something about that. But anyway, back in those days, those golems were basically robots in the primitive sense, and this is it kind of merging the old with the new. And that was enough to segue and finish this boss fight. Hooray! We've defeated the old / new robot. Because it's old fashioned, because it's a golem, but it's new because it's got a mechanism on it.
Restraining mechanism. What a piece of junk! I'm just living by my own. No!
So as you can see, Dr. Eggman wasn't actually, you know, made this robot. It was actually a regular golem that he had, you know, controlled. I think I already spoiled that in Sonic's boss battle. But anyway, we are now taking on the Golem twice in a row in the same video. So this will put an end to it. I wonder if there'll be a third boss battle, but this time we'll play as like, I don't know, what's Knuckles? I don't know, he already had a boss fight. But now there's conveniently platforms down here since you know Eggman can't jump out of quicksand, as we've seen by Sand Ocean. Remember that stage? Fun times. This fight's a lot more simpler though. You just repeatedly blast this guy until his chest opens up, and then you lock onto things, then you blow him up, and then good times. Repeat this process 3 times, and then that's it, pretty much. It's one of the easiest boss battles in the game, actually, to be exact. Oh, he actually got me with his thumb. Have to say, fighting him right now just made me realise there aren't many boss fights for these shoot-em-up kind of style stages, and I think I've just killed him. Yeah, I've killed him. We couldn't be bothered making many boss fights for this playstyle. Yosh! Haven't heard that in a long time. But it just becomes more amazing after you haven't heard it for a long time.
Green light for launch. Primary engine ignition on. Beginning liftoff countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuttle liftoff.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding. What the?
Is everyone alright? We should be landing soon.
The hatch doors are
Don't
open.
sweat it, Knuckles. The only thing in the cargo bay are those
What do you
Master
mean, don't
Emeralds.
sweat it?
Right?
Land the
Knock
shuttle
it
and
off,
let me
Knuckles.
out.
We're gonna crash this thing if you keep that up. Oh no! Don't touch that lever! Ah!